Hi, TPS artists. How are you this morning or this afternoon? I never know when you're watching the video. Um, Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about one of the most famous, famous artists in all of history. What name comes to mind? Can you think of any? Hmm. How about Leonardo da Vinci? He was so super famous. And when I was young, I always got him confused with Michelangelo. Those two are probably the most ancient and most famous artists ever. I have a kind of a funny drawing of him here for you to watch or like. And I'm also going to read this book on a separate video in case you have time to watch it. He was a brilliant, brilliant person. He was a painter, sculptor. He was a genius of the Renaissance. He painted the most famous painting in the entire world. Do you know what that is? Do you know? Mona Lisa, the Mona Lisa, the Last Supper. And he also created a lot of military machines. He figured out how birds fly. He would stay up late at night trying to think, why are stars invisible during the day? And why, like he just always was thinking. And I also have a sample of his sketches that have survived to this day. He also, let's see, he was a musician. He was a city planner, architect, inventor, engineer, physician, musician, anthropologist, botanist, and astronomer. I mean, he was so busy his whole life, and he grew up in the 1400s. I find that incredible. I find that really amazing. So he grew up in Florence in Italy, and so I thought today we could draw our own Mona Lisa. um, Mona Lisa. Her name was actually Lisa. That was her first name, Lisa La Gioconda. Gioconda, the wife of a banker. Her half smile was mystified whole generation. She was amused by the comedians Leonardo hired to keep her from getting bored during the sittings. That's so is such a cool thing. So they found 5,000 pages of drawings in his notebooks. That's how busy his mind was. He was super genius. So today we're going to do we're going to learn how to draw features on faces. And so we're going to do something that looks a little bit like this. So get your paper and pencil out along with some crayons or something to color if you'd like. And let's get started. Bear with me for just a moment. So here we go. We're going to share our screen. And so all we're going to do is we're going to have our picture, our paper rather, set up like this. And what I always want you to do is visualize before you get drawing. Think about how big you want your Mona Lisa to be. We want her to be pretty large, okay? We don't want to make a teeny tiny little one right here. So we're going to do the size of her face, at least the size of your hands. My hand's a little bit bigger. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw a big oval shape, okay? An oval is kind of like a little bit of a squished circle, right? So this oval is going this long way. Now necks actually come out from the side of the cheeks. A lot of people will draw necks really close together. Don't do that. That was just an example. Over here, so imagine, see, feel your neck. It comes from your cheekbone and just goes down in like a nice curved line. Can you do that? Great. So then what we want to do is we want to look at the Mona Lisa. And let me grab that real quick. Let's see, how can I do that? So, all right, sorry about that, little technical difficulties. Here we go. So there she is. This is the actual Mona Lisa picture. So a picture of the picture. So we're gonna, I'm gonna leave her off to the side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and draw something similar to Miss Mona Lisa. Now, what I want you young artists to know that a lot of people don't know is if you could draw kind of like a little bit of a soft line right across her face, not like that you would see it, but see where about halfway is. And that's actually where people's eyes are. So then I want you to draw two ovals on that line. Okay. And then that actually cuts in half. You can take a line from the top line, you see, and then cut this one in half. So what we're doing is we're splitting the space between the chin and the eyes, and that will be the bottom of her nose, believe it or not. And then this line to this line, you see the line from the bottom of her nose to her chin. You can draw another line right in the middle, and that's where her mouth will be. Okay, so can you do that? So I'll do that again. So you split it in half. You're going to draw two ivy balls. That's what I like to call them. The nose will sit. You can make that just by like a little semicircle turning up. That splits from the chin to the eyes is the nose, and from the nose to the chin is the mouth. Okay, so then what we're going to do is oh, I wanted to play. So before Leonardo was an artist, he was actually born to without a father, and so he was never formally schooled. He was sent away to study with an artist because he was such a good artist. But first he learned to play a instrument called the lyre, and so L-Y-R-E. So I'm going to play that while we draw. Okay, so that's what this music's going to be. Hope you enjoy it. I thought it was really pretty. So also another really cool thing about Leonardo is he was ambidextrous. Does anybody know what that means? My friends, ambidextrous? It means you can draw or paint with two hands. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. All right, so we now know how to draw a face. So cut it in half, and then cut that in half, and there you go. So the nose is placed halfway between, yep, add hair and clothing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a little line here, not quite in the center, a little bit off center. And we're gonna take a wavy line. We're gonna just bring it down around her face. Okay, and we're gonna leave it right there behind her shoulder. So this will turn into her shoulder. Can you do that? So take the neckline and follow that down, and then we'll do the same on this side. Neckline and make a shoulder. Very good. Okay, and then from over here, we're gonna draw another line and wavy, 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 all the way down her side of her arm. And we're gonna connect that now. So from the top, we're gonna make a space over here, and we can make this wavy too, all the way down to match. Her hair was wavy, right? Okay. And back then the fashion was a square neck, and that kind of helps us know that it's Mona Lisa. So we're gonna draw a line, not quite where the shoulder bends, but right after that, we're gonna take the line, and then we're gonna make it an L shape and connect it all the way over and bring it up around the neck again. You got that? All right, and then where the shoulder line ends, what we can do is we can take it way off the page. We can take her shoulder way off the page, and we can make a circle, a semicircle where you think her shoulder should be, right here, and bring it down. How's that? Everybody doing okay? I wish I could assess you guys and see where you're at. So the other funny thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw from this. So I want you to take your fingers and do 3 fingers up, okay? And then I want you to take your pencil, and we're gonna go up and stop about where this neckline is and go back in a semicircle. So can you do that? So about 3 fingers up. We're gonna head a little bit up and then stop and make a U-turn and go back and make a semicircle. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our line from right underneath the, this is gonna be our shirt sleeve, and we're gonna draw her finger like that. And then, so we're gonna make another L shape right here. Can you do that? And the fingers may have these little dents, right? Like our knuckles. Oops, let's see. No, that is how it would be because it's underneath me. Okay, and what we're gonna do is something kind of fun and silly, is we're gonna, we also have to connect her hair over here. So take it from the top of the part and bring it down. Okay. And then what we want to do here is put something fun in her hand, something modern, not like anything. So just to make it really fun, like what they show, which I think it's cute. They show an M&M bag. So we all could do that together if you'd like. Oh, look at theirs. It looks so cute. Okay. So with their eyes, they went back over them and they did some details. So we're going to draw a circle inside the eye. You do that. Run your pencil across the top and draw another circle in your eye and a couple of eyelashes on the end. We don't want to forget those eyelashes. Or for her eyebrow. So an eyebrow sits just without eyebrows, it looks a little empty. So it follows the direction of her eye and then connects down to her nose, this one. And then this one's just an eyebrow right above. Can you do that? And we can't forget that she needs to have a little bit of a smile. So all I did was draw a little bit of a corner here and down and then connect. It almost looks like a banana, doesn't it? And then you could have the top lip however you want. Okay, and so if we draw something fun in her hands, what's it gonna be, like a slice of pizza? That's easy. Or that could be an ice cream cone, right? Or a snow cone or a piece of candy. So your choice what you want it to be. Coca-Cola, a smoothie from Jamba Juice, I don't know. So I just want you to think about, okay, also the background. So there's always the horizon line, so we can draw a little line behind her head. And we can draw some hills and mountains, right? There's some hills and mountains behind her. And there's this little weird wavy road. So it helps make it look like her picture, right? There we go. So now it's just time to have fun and color away. I don't know if you want me to leave this out. I doubt it. So I'm going to color my Mona Lisa. Oops, wrong drawer. Let me have this out. So you can color her whatever color. I'm also going to, friends, don't erase what everything. All I want you to do is erase the line on her cheeks. Remember from when we sketched her face? Don't erase your eyes and all the hard work you did. Just erase only the lines of your cheeks. And if you want to add to her nose, you can add a little wavy line underneath too. All right, this lyre music's getting a little loud, a little strong for me. All right, so I'm gonna color in her face now. You can think about what color you want to make her eyes. Eyes are typically brown, green, blue. Those are usually the regular color eyes. Occasionally you'll see somebody with neat eyes, or I even have a friend that has 2 colored eyes. My husband calls her a husky. She likes it. She doesn't think it's mean, but it's cute because huskies sometimes have those 2 colored eyes. So, all right, so any skin color, let's draw it in skin color. Try to stay in the line as best you can. That's by being careful around the edges, right? And her hands. A pizza. I'm gonna color it yellow, pretty yellow. Because I put my favorite on there, pepperoni, which is kind of an orangey red. And it might have a little bit of sauce around the edges, right? So I'm gonna just draw my edges there with some a crust, which is kind of like a peachy skin color, and yellow maybe, both. And that almost needs to be outlined. I'm gonna outline that a little bit with my pencil here. If you have access to a black marker and you want to use that, that always works really nice. So you can now make it modern how you wish. I'm going to draw her, but we want to look at details, okay? So the details of her, in her eyes, we can do a little bit of another black circle inside. Can you do that? Another black circle inside. And you can color her eyes. We did the little eyelashes, the waviness of her hair. So I'm gonna color her, maybe her shirt has like a little bit of zigzaggies here on her, on the top of her shirt here. So I'm just gonna add that little detail. That definitely sounds like the heart, doesn't it? Let's see, she's got really dark brown hair. So I'm just coloring in her hair. Might have a little more black in it too, so I'm gonna add some black. It's pretty dark, her hair. So we're just gonna do our best at coloring. I mean, we might be out of time, but if you have more time, maybe you can color in the background too of Miss Mona Lisa. And you can draw little long, flowy lines for her hair. Have you ever done that? It's fun. Okay, we can outline her outfit. Oops, I press way too hard on my crayons. I break them all the time. And sometimes I square the jaw a little bit because sometimes that's what happens on people. Here we go. So feel free to color her in any way you like. If your teacher says you're out of time coloring, we're out of time coloring, friends. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Leonardo da Vinci, not DiCaprio. He's one of the most famous artists of all time, an inventor, a sculptor, everything. So he was just quite a genius and didn't want the school year to go by without us learning about him. So his rival was Michelangelo, who, there we go again. He painted the top of the Sistine Chapel in Rome. The Vatican has a beautiful hand-painted ceiling, and Michelangelo spent a lot of his life laying on his back painting the ceiling in the Sistine Chapel. So it's pretty significant. It's a pretty significant piece. I'm also gonna copy these mountains in the background just to kind of make it look more finished. And you could color in the sky and the ground. And now you have a modern Mona Lisa. Huh? I give her brown eyes. Oops. Maybe a little bit of pink lips. Okay, friends. So that's it for our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it. There's the video. And wish you a great week ahead. I'll see you next week. And next week is St. Patrick's Day. Bye for now.